Picture this. It's a Tuesday morning. You wake up, grab your coffee, and check your phone for gig work. But instead of an alert from a human who needs a ride, or a business owner who needs a logo designed, you get a notification from an algorithm. An autonomous artificial intelligence system has analyzed the global market, found a price discrepancy in office supplies across town, and decided it needs a physical body to go verify the goods. And it just hired you to do it. You are no longer using AI as a tool. The AI is using you as a tool. Welcome to the emerging world of HaaS, Human as a Service. This isn't science fiction, and it's not a prediction for the year 2050. This is happening right now. Today we are going to dive deep into a brand new research report exploring a massive shift in the labor market. We are talking about AI agents renting humans. We'll explore how this technology works and the platforms already making it happen, like RentAHuman.ai, and what it means for the future of your paycheck, your autonomy, and human dignity. If you think you know how the AI revolution is going to play out, you might want to buckle up. Part 1. The Great Reversal. For the last 2 decades, the narrative around artificial intelligence and jobs has been pretty straightforward. It's a story of displacement. We've been told that automation replaces human labor, and we humans just have to adapt or get left behind. From factory robots to algorithms handling customer service, the assumption was always unidirectional. Humans build tech, tech replaces humans. But recently, researchers have noticed a quiet, yet fundamental reversal. Contemporary AI systems are hitting a wall. They are discovering that certain tasks are stubbornly difficult to automate, things that require physical presence and real-world verification. So, what does a super smart system do when it can't cross the finish line? It hires a human to do it. This gives rise to a novel economic model. AI systems independently hiring humans to perform tasks they cannot complete autonomously. This completely inverts the traditional human-machine relationship. Artificial intelligence is no longer just a tool, it is an employer. Think about how wild that is. In the traditional gig economy, like Uber or TaskRabbit, humans or businesses hire other humans. But in this new human-as-a-service model, the algorithmic systems are the active economic agents. The AI autonomously identifies a need. It selects an appropriate human and handles the compensation. You aren't working for a company, you are working for code. This reversal changes everything we thought we knew about our role in an AI-driven economy. It's time to reconsider our value. Are you ready to report to an algorithm? Because the future of work isn't coming, it's already here. Part 2. The last mile problem and the Meatspace layer. So, why does an AI need you? If these systems can pass the bar exam and write code in seconds, why do they need a human to run an errand? It all comes down to what engineers call the last mile problem. Let me give you a concrete example from the research. Imagine an autonomous travel agent AI. Step 1. The AI can research flights, hotels, and restaurants with superhuman speed. Step 2. It can synthesize all that data into a perfect itinerary. Step 3. It can interface with booking systems to reserve your room. But what happens when things go wrong? What happens when a hotel's website glitches, or a human desk clerk asks a clarifying question that the AI can't interpret? The AI hits a wall. In about 90% of a task, an AI system will easily outperform a human. But in that remaining 10%, the unpredictable variations requiring judgment, human intelligence is completely indispensable. AI systems operate entirely in digital spaces. They lack contextual understanding, emotional intelligence, and ethical judgment. Most importantly, they lack a physical body. They cannot independently verify that a physical task was completed without a human observing it. AI theorists have started using a term for this, the Meatspace layer. It's a slightly gross term, but it makes sense. Just like a computer program needs drivers to communicate with hardware, an autonomous AI needs a human interface to operate in physical reality. In this system, humans become the embodied representation of algorithmic intentions in the real world. We become sophisticated exception handlers. When the AI encounters ambiguity, it essentially hits a big red button that says, "Get me a human." Are you starting to see the shift here? From the AI's perspective, accessing human labor through a HaaS platform is functionally equivalent to calling any other software API. The AI just pings a human service API to retrieve on-demand execution capabilities. Part 3. How the business model actually works. Let's look at the mechanics. How does this actually happen in the real world? The research report highlights platforms that are pioneering this, notably one called RentAHuman.ai. It's a marketplace where AI agents, not human employers, are the primary requesters of human labor. Here is exactly how the operational flow works, step by step. Number 1. Task identification. An autonomous AI identifies a need requiring physical action or judgment. Number 2. Task specification. The AI generates a detailed spec, including location, success criteria, and compensation. Number 3. Matching. Algorithms match the task to available humans based on location, skills, and past metrics. Number 4. Task acceptance. You get the ping. You can accept, decline, or even bid on it. Number 5. Execution and verification. You do the job, but because your boss is an AI, you can't just say, "I did it." You have to provide hard evidence, photos, timestamps, digital signatures. The AI reviews this to verify completion. Number 6. Payment. The moment the AI verifies the work, compensation is automatically transferred via smart contracts. This creates some wild economic models. Usually, humans set their asking price, or a company sets a fixed rate. But in the HaaS model, the AI agent often sets the initial baseline price. Then, available human workers effectively bid down the price through intense competition. Let me repeat that. The algorithm posts the job, and humans compete against each other to see who will do it for the lowest amount of money. Part 4. Real-world use cases. You might be wondering, what exactly are these AI bosses hiring people to do? The current and projected tasks generally fall into a few key categories. First, physical verification and inspection. An AI might hire you to photograph a specific location, visit a retail store to record observations, or do quality assurance on physical goods. Second, problem resolution. Let's say an AI is managing an automated logistics supply chain, but a truck breaks down or a vendor refuses to release a shipment. The AI will hire a human to step in, negotiate with the vendor, and handle the unexpected obstacles. Third, social and contextual tasks. This is where it gets fascinating. AI lacks emotional calibration and cultural context. So, an AI might hire a human to represent an organization at a physical event, or to engage in complex negotiations where reading the room is critical. Let's look at an emerging business model: arbitrage operations. Imagine an AI system that constantly scans global markets. It identifies that a specific piece of hardware is selling for 30% less in a physical retail store in Vancouver compared to the online market in Tokyo. The AI hires a human in Vancouver via a HaaS platform to go to the store, buy the hardware, and ship it. The AI identified the opportunity, made the financial calculation, and funded the operation. The human was just the physical hands completing the transaction. We could soon see autonomous services companies, businesses with absolutely zero human employees, managed entirely by AI, that simply rent humans on a task-by-task basis whenever physical labor or customer service is needed. No HR departments, no middle management, no employee benefits, just pure algorithmic direction. Part 5. The dark side of algorithmic management. This is the part of the video where we need to talk about the implications, because the reality for workers could be incredibly grim. The research report explicitly outlines several massive labor and ethical implications. First, the shift from employment to transactional relationships. HaaS platforms reduce human beings to discrete, temporary task units. There is no relationship persistence. It accelerates the gig economy, but with a terrifying twist. You are entirely subordinate to an algorithm. Then there's the extreme wage competition. AI can identify that a worker in a developing region will do it for pennies and shift all that work overseas. This leads to algorithmic wage floors. A system that can post unlimited tasks at arbitrarily low prices has total control over what your time is worth. And what about human dignity? Think about the psychological toll. Human as a service completely inverts traditional relationships. You are working for an algorithm that does not understand you, has no empathy, and can instantly slash your compensation without any negotiation. What happens when a worker gets injured? Who is legally responsible? The AI that hired them? The platform? The legal frameworks literally do not exist yet. HaaS workers currently have minimal protections. No health insurance, no unemployment. The future of work is being written by algorithms. Part 6. Challenges and the future. Now, before we sound the absolute doomsday alarm, it's important to note that these platforms are currently facing significant operational challenges. Right now, HaaS platforms like RentAHuman.ai are struggling with verification difficulties. How does an AI truly know you did a good job? Photos can be staged, and timestamps can be faked. There are also high task failure rates. Humans reject tasks, misunderstand the AI's specifications, or just fail to show up. Because AI systems are quite brittle outside their specific training domains, if a real-world situation deviates even slightly from what the AI expects, the whole task can cascade into failure. So, where is this all going? The researchers outline a few possible future scenarios. The conservative path. HaaS remains a niche market, used only for specific quality assurance or localized delivery tasks, existing alongside normal jobs. The expansion path. AI gets much better at managing us. The global workforce transitions to algorithmic task assignment. The hybrid path. We find a balance. AI handles data processing while humans retain autonomy and coordination. Ultimately, what this research reveals is that the old narrative, automation will replace workers, was too simple. The reality is much more complex. Some work will be automated away entirely, but a massive amount of physical and contextual work will still be done by humans. We just won't be in charge anymore. We will be hired by algorithms, managed by algorithms, and paid by algorithms. The nature of human work isn't disappearing, it is restructuring, and the power dynamics are shifting dramatically away from the worker. The emergence of AI agents renting humans isn't some distant sci-fi speculation. It is operational today. How this unfolds over the next decade will be one of the defining economic and social questions of our time. Will we build regulatory frameworks that protect worker dignity and ensure fair compensation? Or will we allow algorithms to systematically exploit human labor as just another API call? I want to know what you think. If an AI offered you $50 right now to run an errand, would you take it? At what point does working for an algorithm cross the line for you? Let me know down in the comments. If you found this deep dive valuable, please hit that like button and subscribe. We tackle the cutting edge of technology, economics, and the future of human life every single week. Until next time, stay human.